You can get better, and you can get stronger, and you can get wiser. There's no winter that you can't overcome. There's no winter that you can't figure out how to survive. There's no winter powerful enough that you cannot, with the ingenuity of being a human being, of figuring out a way to get through it. Hang on. Make this note. Winters don't last forever.
It's unbelievable how little genuine encouragement many people need, and how they had none. No one ever said to them and meant it. It's not okay for you to be a weak loser. It's not okay. And the reason it's not okay is because you could be way more than that. And it's a crime, an ethical crime, for you to allow all that necessary potential to go to waste. It hurts you, it hurts your family, it hurts the world. Really, really, it does. And people think, oh, okay, I get it. And they do get it, because they know at some level.
The solution to your problem is not going to be found in the problem. It's not going to be found in there. You have to get out of the problem so that you can look at it, make an assessment, and you can assess how to solve the problem or whether you need to solve the problem or not. I mean, there's a lot of things in my life right now where I shrug my shoulders and go, okay. Okay. Oh, someone's saying this. Okay. Roger that. But carry on. No factor. Move on. And then occasionally you go, okay, this is something I need to contend with. This is something I need to deal with. This is something I need to shape or adjust or move or solve, to use your word. And the reason I laugh when I say that is because problems, you have to get in there, but if you take a step back, you can usually say, oh, a little adjustment here, a little adjustment there, and that thing's going to sort itself out.
There's no replacement for these 5 things. Everyone needs to get sufficient amount of quality sleep. Most people need between 6 and 8. Teenagers, young kids, let them sleep as much as they want. Number 2, it is important to get movement, ideally an hour a day of some sort of movement. Weightlifting or running or cycling or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, if that's your thing. Get your heart rate up, get your breathing up. You'll live longer, you'll feel better. Next one, sunlight. Get some sunlight in your eyes, ideally in the morning. If you wake up before the sun comes out, flip on bright lights and then get outside once the sun is out. Get as much sunlight as you can. Nutrition. Try and get 75 to 80% of your food from non-processed or minimally processed foods. Social connection. Do what you can to make the interactions that you have online and in reality with friends, with family, like as healthy as possible. Some people are more introverted, some people are more extroverted. It's just all of that, but quality social connection. And then I think the one thing we left out is hydration. Yes. Try and drink enough water, make sure you get enough electrolytes. That's key too. I guarantee if you do those 5 things, your mental health and physical health is going to benefit. It's inevitable.
We're starting to see rises of depression in this generation. We're starting to see a rise of suicide in this generation. We're starting to see a rise of accidental death due to drug overdose from this generation. Now, those are all extreme examples. The less extreme and more likely example is that someone will go through life just never really finding joy or fulfillment. And everything's just fine. How's your job? It's fine. How are your friends? They're fine. Because joy, fulfillment comes from this. It comes from human interaction. We are social animals and we need it. We have age restrictions on alcohol, we have age restrictions on smoking, and we have age restrictions on gambling. We have no age restrictions on this other dopamine-producing device called social media or cell phones. It's the equivalent of throwing open the liquor cabinet and telling our young adolescents, I know this is a stressful time, try the vodka, it'll get you through these hard times.
Life be lifing. And nobody's exempt. In life, you're going to experience unaffordable suffering. You can't get out of the way. You can't hide. Or you under there hiding, and then someone you love, you hear them scream. You get a phone call, and you got to come out. There's no hiding place. People say, live your life now. Life is short. No, life is not short. It's just that most people take too long to start living.